If you're looking to move to Castro Valley, here's the first thing you need to know. This town runs on two zip codes, 94546 and 94552. And they are two different markets. Different lots, different prices, different pace of life. And after 23 years of selling homes here, I can tell you a lot of buyers shop Castro Valley like it's one place. In this video, I'm going to be covering the 94552 part of town. So let's go to the map.
Okay, guys. So first of all, where is Castro Valley? Because, the reality is that I get that a lot when I say that I'm from Castro Valley. So anyway, Castro Valley is about 30 miles east of San Francisco and probably the same 30 miles north of San Jose or Silicon Valley. It's really, I say that it's like in the middle of the immediate Bay Area because you are so close, within 45 minutes to San Francisco, within 50 minutes of Silicon Valley, and about half an hour to the peninsula right here. What I want to talk about today is that the two zip codes for Castro Valley, 94546, which is this one, that's the older part of Castro Valley, all these red lines that you see here, and 94552, which is the newer part of Castro Valley right here. So it seems like it's a bigger geographically, which it is, but a lot of these places, you see that it's all green, it's all either canyons or the mountains basically. So let's start with the easternmost part of Castro Valley, and that is East Castro Valley Boulevard. We're gonna go all the way here. So this is Royal Ranch Rodeo. That is kind of the end of Castro Valley. It's still located in Castro Valley, but it's off of Dublin grade. Let me show you where it's at right now. Okay, so we are in the easternmost part of Castro Valley, and I am at, let me show you right now, a Royal Ranch Rodeo. So during Halloween, they have a pumpkin patch here, and also it becomes a Christmas tree farm. So this is no longer East Castro Valley Boulevard. That is Dublin grade. Okay, next up, as we go west on Dublin Canyon, also known as Dublin grade. By the way, there's not a lot of residential areas in this part of Castro Valley. There are houses, but they're mainly gonna be they're all gonna be acreage or ranch lands, stuff like that. So this is Dublin Canyon Road. The next kind of a main intersection that I want to share with you is this Four Corners over here. So this is a stop sign over here. So this is where East Castro Valley Boulevard meets Dublin Canyon Road, Palo Verde, and Eden Canyon Road. Now, the one thing that I want to tell you about this section of this road is that this thing gets busy during rush hour traffic in the afternoons, because everyone that's either leaving Castro Valley or the people that are taking shortcuts on the side streets of Castro Valley, this is kind of a bottleneck from here. Yeah, I just want to let you know that. So again, over here, there's not a lot of things going on. Let me show you right now. Okay, right now I'm at the corner or the Four Corners of Palo Verde. Let me show you. This is the Four Corners of Palo Verde, Dublin Canyon Road or Dublin grade, and East Castro Valley Boulevard. So that is Eden Canyon. This is Dublin grade. That's East Castro Valley Boulevard, and this is Palo Verde. We are almost close to the border of Castro Valley and Dublin. There's really not a lot of residential homes around here. And then here's another section that I want to show you off of Palo Verde Road. This is called Palomares Road. Now, don't mistake Palomares Road for Palomares Hills. Palomares Hills is a development. It's a subdivision. Palomares Road, this is more rural. This is a lot of, again, a lot of acreage properties over here. There's not a lot of utilities out here, and let me show you what it looks like right now.
So this is Palomares Road and Palo Verde. This is the school over here, Palomares Hills. So this location is actually more rural as opposed to when you're at Palomares Hills, you're buying into a subdivision. So over here, you're buying acreage.
Okay, so the next major intersection when you're on East Castro Valley Boulevard is going to be Villarreal and East Castro Valley Boulevard. So this is Palomares Hills. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on Palomares Hills because I have a lot of video on the channel about Palomares Hills. So just go ahead and check it out. The only thing that I can tell you about Palomares Hills is that this is the furthest development from the center of Castro Valley. I have a client that lives all the way to the top of Palomares Hills, and for him to go down all the way to the village, I think it's like over 6 miles. I can't remember anymore, but it's long. This is not a community that I would say that people leave the community and go walk to the grocery or Safeway or something like that. But anyways, again, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on it because I have videos on that which I'll probably link it in the description over here. The next major intersection for East Castro Valley Boulevard is gonna be Jensen Road and Five Canyons. So this is where we're gonna be at, this place right here. So Five Canyons, again, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on it because I also have videos about it on my channel. This is the main entrance for Five Canyons. If you go straight on Five Canyons Parkway right here, it takes you all the way to the top, which is kind of like the back road entrance to Five Canyons. Jensen Road. I don't think I have videos of at least not on this channel. I used to have videos of Jensen Road on another channel. I have to look at that footage. But basically, Jensen Road, what you find over here is mostly residentials, big houses over here. There are a couple of gated communities over here. And when I say gated, it's not like it's like a huge development. Some of them are maybe 5-7 houses in there. But basically, Jensen Road, it's a nice road. It ends at Palomares Road or the Palomares Hills subdivision, but there's no way of getting to Palomares Hills if you were driving. You can walk because there's this little trail that goes in there. So like this is the end of Jensen Road. So there's nothing, nothing you can't take your car over to Palomares Hills. This is Palomares Hills. This is on this side, this is the trail that goes to Palomares Hills. You can walk. So here's some more bird's eye view of that area. Okay, moving back to East Castro Valley Boulevard, the next major intersection, and this is kind of like where the 94552 and the 94546 splits. Crow Canyon Road. So Crow Canyon Road becomes Grove Way over here, and if you go straight over here, it takes you all the way to A Street, to Hayward. Crow Canyon on this side, if you go all the way, it's going to take you to San Ramon. So what's over at Crow Canyon? Well, I have a video, the neighborhoods around this area, this little development over here. I actually cross into it when I'm from my house to the gym. This is Castro Valley Heights. This little area over here. So this little area over here is it's Castro Valley Heights. The houses over here the lots are a little bit smaller. It's kind of like it's not really zero lot lines, but they are single family homes. The one thing that I like about this is that even though the lots are small and the community seems to be more compact, there always seems to be a lot of parking spaces over there. So if you buy over there, you don't have to worry about parking spaces. And then right across from there is this small street over here. And there's a small development over here. Some of the houses, when you're going in here, left and right, are more custom houses. And then as you go further down, let's see if it's gonna allow us to go down there. I actually also have a video about it here. Like these houses over here. So this is another development over here. It's Roberts Court. I have a video about this also. I'm gonna link it in the description below if you wanted to see. What else? Let's see. Now let's move on to down Crow Canyon. So left and right of Crow Canyon, there are several little streets here. Jesco Lane, that's the one that I was just telling you, Castro Valley Heights. Then you see here, these are all residential houses. Manta Road, it's a dead-end road over here. And then same thing with Beacon Hill, it dead ends over there. These houses tend to be a little bit bigger. They're not all the same. They're a little bit more custom. And then let's go down further. Okay, before the next major intersection or landmark that I can share with you is Cull Canyon, and we're gonna go there later. Let's head down over to Crow Canyon some more. So this is another nice development. It's small, and so all the houses look like kind of look like that. Not a lot of backyard, not a lot of front yard. Going back on Crow Canyon, this is literally a small street. As you can see, Presidio Court. There's only 3 houses over there. You can literally when you're standing here, you can see all 3 houses. Waterford Place, these are townhomes. I've always found these, the houses over here, really clean and nice. It's a nice little community development. Then the next one is Shadow Creek. Same thing with Waterford Place. Shadow Creek, it's actually single family homes. It's also tiny in terms of the number of homes in the development. I covered this in a video wherein I did a walkthrough of this particular area, or this particular between Castro Valley Boulevard and I think all the way to Green Ridge is I covered these neighborhoods in detail. And the next one over before we cross the street is San Simeon Place. So San Simeon Place is our townhomes. Again, it's another small development that's really clean and nice. What else can I say? And as you head further down, the next kind of major intersection, these are houses. Left and right are residential houses. The next major intersection is going to be Coldwater. Okay, let me back out. So this is Coldwater. So Coldwater, right there, it connects to Green Ridge, Briar Ridge. They all kind of connect at the top. So if you live in Green Ridge or Briar Ridge, you can, and if you're coming in from San Ramon, you can actually go through Coldwater, and then at the top, that's where you connect. But again, I already have a video on that, so we're not going to talk about that too much. Going back on Crow Canyon, heading back to Castro Valley, right across from Shadow Creek is Green Ridge. So this is the main entrance for the Green Ridge neighborhood, which I told you connects to Coldwater and Briar Ridge. So this is Green Ridge. That's where you find those Eichler homes. So we're headed back to Cull Canyon because I did not talk about this. So here you go, Cull Canyon. So on here, Cull Canyon, if you take straight all the way in Cull Canyon, those are going to be there's a lot of horse ranch over there, big estates, acreage. And this is also, there's a nudist colony at the end of Cull Canyon Road. So over here, you have the Bay Trees Park. This is a tennis heaven. This pretty much on the weekend, on a nice day, this is always full. And I'm actually surprised that they did not convert any of these to pickleball. Next up, fire station over here. This is higher. If you go straight higher, it becomes, you're going to dead end to the high school, the Castro Valley High School. And then higher over here on the other side is Canyon Middle School. So let me just show it real quick. So right here, Canyon Middle School is right there. So as you continue on to Cull Canyon, you're going to hit Cull Canyon Recreation Area. Now, Cull Canyon Recreation Area, you see that right there? We have a beach over here in Castro Valley.
Did you know we have a beach right here in Castro Valley? It's not Malibu or Maui, but it does have sand, a swim lagoon, and lifeguards on duty.
If you didn't know that, now you know. But word of warning, during really the hot summer months, and especially if it's a long weekend, oh my God, this thing is packed, like it's bumper to bumper over here. This is Briar Ridge, which again connects to Coldwater and Green Ridge. So you go over there, And again, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it because I already have a video on that on my channel. But let me just give you kind of like a complete bird's eye view of where all those things connect. That was Crow Canyon. Oh, it doesn't show Coldwater. Let's see. So there you go. You see Coldwater over here. When you go all the way up, it connects to Mesa Verde. Mesa Verde connects to Green Ridge. And Green Ridge connects to Lamondwe, to West Cavendish, which brings you to Briar Ridge. So there you go. Now you know. Okay, so the next amazing after Cal Canyon or a regional park and after Briar Ridge, the next one is going to be Columbia. So that's the Columbia. There's only one way in, one way out, and this is it. Okay. And of course, I also have a video about Columbia on my channel, so I'm not going to go over. I'm not going to go in detail about Columbia. The nice thing about Columbia, it's all single-family detached homes, no townhomes, no condos. If you go up Columbia, there's this clearing over here. Oh, this one, this little area over here connects to Center Street. It's kind of like an emergency access. If there was ever an emergency, they probably would open that so cars can go through. But normally it's just pedestrians. But one thing I want to share about Columbia is this one right here. This is an amazing view spot. So during 4th of July and New Year's, if it's a clear night, people started camping out over here, mostly the people in the neighborhood, because this is a private land, by the way. And if you're here, you can see all the fireworks all across the bay. I mean, it's kind of far, but you have your own little fireworks show, especially when it's clear. So that, in a nutshell, is the 94552 zip code of Castro Valley. These were the areas that we went over, but basically it just looks big because there's a lot of open space over here in the 94552 zip code. If you have any questions about this, I mean, I wish someone would have showed this to me when we were moving here, so that way I wouldn't feel lost, because it took me a couple of years before I kind of got my bearings around here. Because I mean, the reality is that when you move into a place, you're not really like trying to explore all these places. But because I ride my bike and I hike a lot, I basically explored a lot of these areas, mainly also because I'm a realtor and I need to know these places. That's 94552. The next one that I want to share with you is going to be 94546.
So that's 94552. There's a whole other side of Castro Valley, 94546. And I'm covering that one separately so I can give it the same depth. Keep an eye out for that.